From the Scripps Studios, this is 10 News.
New at 5 o'clock, we have terrifying new details about the way an Escondido man is accused of killing his own mother. She was found last week brutally murdered with a claw hammer.
Our 10 News reporter Steve Fiorina just got out of Vista Court right now. And Steve, the details here are very disturbing.
The DA, as he was describing that gruesome murder, behind me, the woman started sobbing. That was the victim's daughter.
Full of water.
David McGee stood in the defendant's box with a bewildered look on his face. The DA told of the brutal murder. McGee's sister cried. The victim was their mother, Rebecca Apodaca, a woman with an easy smile who didn't make it to dinner that night. McGee's sister went to the apartment to see if there was something wrong.
The sister went inside the apartment and discovered her own mother laying on the bed in a pool of blood. She found her brother inside the closet, naked and covered with blood, and called 911.
Her brother refused to perform CPR on their mother despite the advice of the 911 operator. He had apparently self-inflicted knife wounds on his arm and a cut to his neck. Paramedics and police also found a bloody claw hammer near the body of his mother.
She had injuries to her head, both on the front of her face, the side of her head, as well as the back of her skull, that are consistent with blows from a hammer.
Judge James Mangione set bail at $2 million. Afterward, Mrs. Apodaca's son-in-law agreed to share a brief thought.
Our families are having an extremely difficult time dealing with this.
DA said that there is no history of mental illness. He said that there is a taped confession, but he would not divulge what the motive might have been. He also said in court that in that apartment was a water-filled bathtub with 3 knives in it and a plugged-in toaster. If he's convicted, McGee would face 26 years to life in prison. Live in Vista, Steve Fiorina, 10 News.
So very disturbing. Thank you, Steve. Turning now to our weather. It is a wet commute home for a lot of San Diegans. 10 News meteorologist Angelica Campos is here with a look where it's raining right now. As you can see as we look out from that sky cam, very hazy out there.
Yes, indeed. Our sky cam from Oceanside kind of has been moving around, but you can see clearly it is getting windy. It is foggy out there, and we also have some rain. At times you can barely see outside. And as we take a look at the rain totals so far, Oceanside taking the lead at about 0.41, also pretty close to it, if not actually greater. As we go all the way to the bottom, Julian, more than ½ an inch of rainfall. Other areas, not as much, including Ramona and Lakeside, where we've seen less than 1/10 of an inch. At Lindbergh, only a trace of rainfall. So here's what's happening right now. As we take a look at the visibility, it is dropping down to ½ a mile in Carlsbad. So the problem, not so much the rain, but low visibility in some spots, including Kearny Mesa. Showers continue moving in. It is going to be wet tonight, all the way into tomorrow morning's commute. More on that in just a few.
Thanks, Angelica. New developments in a high-profile murder. A Fallbrook grandmother will likely spend the rest of her life behind bars for killing her son-in-law. 10 News reporter Vanessa Van Hefty is live now in Vista, where a jury didn't buy her claims of self-defense. Vanessa.
Yeah, the jury deliberated here for 2.5 days and in the end found the grandmother guilty of first-degree murder in a premeditated attack.
Convicted killer Cynthia Cidabacca seemed at peace, happily greeting everyone moments before the jury sealed her fate.
We, the jury, in the above entitled cause, find the defendant Cynthia Cidabacca guilty of the crime of murder.
The grandmother says she killed her son-in-law to protect her family, calling G. Waldestacchio an evil man who abused her daughter and grandchildren for years, raping his wife and hosing them down with cold water as punishment. On February 11th, 2014, she'd had enough.
He called her an effing and she goes and gets her gun.
Prosecutors say the 66-year-old lived in this flat above the family home. She waited for her grandchildren to leave for school and then ambushed their father.
The Cidabacca was following behind him, chasing him, bang, 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 firing round after round through his back.
Cidabacca confessed in this interview with detectives, throwing her hands up, celebrating Estacchio's death, admitting to shooting him 12 times, stopping twice only to reload, then eating breakfast at Denny's, ditching the gun, and gambling at a casino. Prosecutors call the granny, now confined to a wheelchair and in poor health, a cold-blooded killer who took it upon herself to be judge, jury, and executioner.
She talked about going to the shooting range and planning to kill him for quite some time. This is a woman who believed that her son-in-law was mean and abusive to the family and believed that he deserved to be killed.
Sita Barra is looking at 50 years to life in prison. Her daughter left the courtroom here in tears today. Her lawyer saying they knew that this would be a case with no happy ending, calling this all very sad. Reporting live from Vista, Vanessa Van Hefty, 10 News.
All right, Vanessa, Brian Schlonsky here in the 10 News Live Center tracking breaking news, and we now know that a California court will hear arguments about President Trump's travel ban. This will happen tomorrow. It'll happen right here, the Federal Appellate Court in San Francisco. They'll hear both sides, states suing President Trump over the ban and the lawyers from the federal government. You see, here it is, just filed today. Washington State and Minnesota both suing Mr. Trump, saying that this travel ban mandates discrimination. But the Justice Department and the president say that this is a matter of national security. The executive order from Mr. Trump was allowed. And of course, we will keep our eyes on this tomorrow as it goes to court. Steve?
Brian, thank you. More jobs on both sides of the border. That's the promise the mayors of San Diego and Tijuana made today. Our 10 News reporter Rachel Bianco is in San Ysidro, where business owners say they'll take any help they can get.
Yeah, that's my hot item that I sell, backpacks.
Angel Remigio says even his hottest item isn't selling. He's owned the Bonita outlet for nearly 2 decades, but lately business has been tough.
I would say last year I was doing much better. People were buying more stuff than this year. This year people are afraid of coming to the United States.
Protests against President Donald Trump's immigration plans, an increase in gas prices in Mexico, and a weakened peso are keeping his store empty.
When the economy of Mexico, because of the gas, the prices going up, people just don't have that much to expend.
When jobs are created in Tijuana, jobs are created in San Diego and vice versa.
Today, the mayors of San Diego and Tijuana joined other business leaders to pledge their commitment to work together. San Diego is home to the busiest border crossing in North America.
Tijuana is a marketplace where we can enjoy access to trading partners that other regions only dream about.
They wouldn't comment or take questions on President Trump's policies.
We can't control what happens outside our cities, but I know this. We will continue our story of collaboration. Our story of friendship.
I got some nice purses here.
A friendship that Remigio hopes will help keep his doors open.
I mean, I like my business. I've been here in business for 18 years already, and I like it.
That was our Rachel Bianco reporting. And the local master's student caught up in the president's travel ban is on her way back to Encinitas. Sarah Yarjani was born in Iran but calls Vienna home. Well, last week, between liftoff in Austria and landing at LAX, President Trump signed that order to temporarily ban anyone from 7 different countries, including Iran, to come back here to the U.S. The ACLU and Yarjani's school took up the fight to bring her back, and they won the battle. And Sarah arrived in L.A. last night.
New information about the man who plunged to his death in the Rolando area early Saturday morning. He's been identified as Antoine Smith. He apparently fell 4 stories just before 3 a.m., later died from his injuries. His 2 roommates were arrested on unrelated charges, and the investigation is ongoing, and the death is still considered suspicious. A San Diego judge could lose his seat on the bench because of sexual harassment charges. A hearing against Judge Gary Creep kicked off today. 10 News reporter Jared Aarons has the specific comments that got the judge in hot water.
One former deputy city attorney said this morning that Judge Creep made inappropriate comments about her body while she was pregnant. She says that he even mentioned at one time he thought she looked like she would give birth in his courtroom. We were only allowed to take still photographs during the hearing this morning. In addition to those sexual harassment claims, Creep is also charged with violating campaign rules. He's accused of campaigning against President Obama in 2012 while Creep himself was up for election. That's not allowed. This isn't the first time he's faced controversy. Creep led the local birther movement, saying President Obama wasn't born in the U.S. The NAACP told 10 News in 2013 that makes them wonder if he's fit to be a judge.
This stage contend that he's illegitimate, that he's a fraud, that causes us, concern that he can be fair and impartial when the average citizen goes before him.
Creep's lawyers say his views on President Obama put him under an unfair microscope once he took the bench, and that people who weren't happy with his election went on a relentless effort to get him removed. This hearing's expected to take several weeks. Downtown, Jared Aarons, 10 News.
Tomorrow we will get our first look at the makeover for one of San Diego's best-known theaters. The Lyceum Theater will unveil its $4 million renovation. That theater has a new lobby, improved concession spaces, upgraded restrooms, and a new cafe. The renovation is the largest since the theater opened 30 years ago. The public is invited to check out the upgraded theater tomorrow at 5:30.
A much welcome new service for San Diego veterans and military members up and running now. San Diego Unified launched 211 Care Coordination today. The new network is designed to simplify access to services available within the county. The technology will help providers share information, making this often daunting process easier for users.
You have one point of entry, and it can be whether you're going to our website, calling 211 and getting connected to the coordination center, or to any of the members of the network. You'll go through that door, and it's our job to kind of wrap around that veteran and help them facilitate access to care in the community.
The program is a first for San Diego. It took 6 months to get off the ground.
All right, there is joy in Boston tonight as the city celebrates yet another Super Bowl championship for those New England Patriots. T-shirt companies were up early in the morning today, printing championship clothing and getting fresh Super Bowl gear out into its stores. A championship celebration will begin tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock East Coast time there. And even New England's biggest paper was caught off guard by the Patriots' big comeback win. Look at that headline from the early edition of the Boston Globe. A bitter end with a picture of a fallen Tom Brady. Obviously, the paper printed its early edition before Brady, and the company scored 31 unanswered points to win. The regular edition of the paper did fix that mistake. Look at that. The headline, "Win for the Ages," as it was, and a triumphant Brady holding the championship trophy.
You never count Brady out till the end.